Today, we're filing a consumer protection lawsuit, a civil lawsuit, against Dan Snyder, the Washington Commanders, the National Football League, and the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell for colluding to deceive residents of the District of Columbia about their investigation into a toxic workplace culture that impacted employees, especially women. All of that deception was done to protect their profits and their image. They would find. We're here as people who care about DC residents and who care about the principle. First, we allege that Mr. Snyder lied to DC consumers when he denied knowing anything about the allegations of a hostile work environment and culture of sexual harassment. In fact, the evidence shows Mr. Snyder was not only aware of the toxic culture within his organization, he encouraged it and he participated in it. Some Q&A, I'm sure there are going to be some, I'll ask my colleagues to answer those questions to the extent that the question. Mr. Snyder dictated everything from which photos of cheerleaders were used in an annual swimsuit calendar to how revealing the uniforms would be. He directed his employees to create voyeuristic videos of partially clad cheerleaders from calendar shoots, from footage that the cheerleaders had no idea even existed. When Mr. Snyder was told about allegations of male executives and employees making unwanted sexual comments and propositions toward other employees, he was often dismissive. And you know the trick. He blamed repeatedly the victims. By lying. This is about public accountability. I'm happy to take your questions. Let me make sure my team. We allege that the National Football League and its commissioner, Roger Goodell, Mr. Snyder, and the Commanders misled the public about what was being done to address the allegations of harassment and the toxic culture that the Commanders maintained. They did all of this to hide the truth, protect their images, and let the profits continue to roll. I'm happy to take your questions. Let me make sure my team. We were led to believe that Mr. Snyder would not interfere with the independent, quote unquote, investigation. He did. We were led to believe that the public would not be left out of the process. We were. We were led to believe real change would happen. We're still waiting. I ask you, does any part of this investigation sound independent? Does any of this sound like accountability? Of course not. That's why we're suing Mr. Snyder, the Commanders, the National Football League, and the Commissioner Roger Goodell. Because you can't lie to DC residents in order to protect your image, your profits, and get away with it. No matter who you are. No one. Not Mr. Snyder, not Mr. Goodell. No entity, not the Commanders, not even the National Football League, is above the law.